Okay, yesterday Pat played John Pastel, losing 2-6, 5-7. It was Pat's first practice match in about 3 months, so we're really happy he came through feeling good with his arm. We're just a bit disappointed with some of the strategic plays Pat had. The boys have played each other numerous occasions, so they both know each other's games very well. So let's have a look. They're going to play again probably later this week. So we'll see if we can turn the result around. I'll start off with JP's second serve, which to me is the weakness in his game. He sort of rolls it in. Pat needs to look to be aggressive with his forehand and take control of the point. Here we see a good effort by Pat to get the forehand. He's behind the baseline. Now I think he will be behind the baseline. It's probably going to be 50-50, I would like to see. But when he is behind the baseline, he's got to get this nice and deep. You can see he's landed it short. He has not given himself an advantage in the rally. And that's not what we want to see from John's second serve. There's another one where John rolls in the second serve. Pat stopped. He's just hit a backhand. He's let Johnny P get around. It's landed short, and now Johnny P has the upper hand in the rally. So now he can turn that around quite easily, and he did it as the match went on. You see here, he's got the same forehand behind the baseline, but this time he hits a great deep return. You see he's pushed Johnny P back, and then he had a forehand to attack. Now he made a mistake here, and we'll see this more and more as the match goes on. When Pat makes contact, he's got up, he got his toe just inside the baseline, the ball around the top of the bounce. John's played Pat a lot. He knows Pat's strength is the off forehand. He's hanging in that backhand corner, leaning that way. For Pat to hit a winner here, he's going to have to hit the outside of the line, and even then John might get it. You can see the hole back to this side of the court, and we'll talk more about that as we go on. So Pat goes for that small window, and he just misses it. Once again here, gets around, gets the forehand, which is great. Bit of a higher one, which is fine. He does push Johnny back and gets it up out of the zone, and that's something we'll also talk about as we go on. Johnny P loves the ball between his waist and his shoulders. If you start getting him up here, you're going to get short replies. He's had to jump to hit that backhand. It's a good return from Pat. Now, once again, got the ball he wants. You can see JP is camped out. For Pat to hit a winner here, I don't even think he could possibly hit one to the ad side. But a roller down, inside in, which is a shot that he has improved a lot the last couple of months, wins the point. He goes for it here, he just misses it, and Johnny P had it covered anyway. But the return was great. Now here, he gets inside the court and he pounds it. And he just hits the top of the tape. But we've got to see more of that, and he'll start to make those. The very next point, double fault from JP. It's no coincidence that we get a double fault there. Now as the match went on, I just want to show you where JP likes to hit the ball. Like I was saying, this is between his waist and his hips. He likes it there. He's cheating over, and again he gets it between his waist and his hips, and he can then direct the play. He's a very good player around that level, as a lot of futures players are. Here again, Pat's ball is too straight and too easy for JP. He steps into this one, takes it just above the hip, and he can direct traffic from there. Now once again, on the kick serve, that doesn't do enough with it. JP gets that ball around hip to shoulder, and he directs it up the line. It's a tough shot that he made, but he's a good enough player that he'll make those shots. So now I want to show you a few where Pat needs to hit the ball. He needs to get it up and over those shoulders and to stretch JP. Managed to get a forehand here, and you see he just puts that little more arc on it, pushes JP back, gets the weak error. You can beat JP with height and depth, or as we've seen, how much he's cheating. Let's just look at how much he is cheating. Neutral ball, he stays in the middle. As soon as you got him moving to his right and backwards, you got a lot of errors. There's one there. I'll quicken it up so we can see. Once again, rolling back this way, make him move back at that diagonal, you get another error. Good deep return from JP. That stays in the rally. Gets this one up a little bit, puts him under some pressure. And now you can see JP's over here, he's leaning to his left. That just rolls it and pushes him back and across, draws another error. So look, Pat's primary offensive weapon when he starts a match is going to be to look deep ball and then look for his off forehand. Because JP has already seen so much of it, again he catches him to that deuce side, sets up the easy short ball, and then he can go, then the ad side's open. Because he's played JP so many times, JP knows that off forehand is Pat's shot. So he now has to go with what would be his plan B in a normal match, which is the inside in. And you can hit it safely here. Again, there is JP, camped over there. The difference there was Pat got that one up a little bit higher, and you'll see a little bit more of that. A little bit better arc on it, and it takes JP's play out. Again, he's pushed him back. Nice depth and arc. Once again, get that up, JP's going to fall off it and miss another one wide. So you can see, Pat's plan B is needed to start a match against someone like JP who he's played a lot. You see here, look where he's standing. John's over near that singles line, saying Pat just rolling up the line, point's yours. Pat does roll it up, you can see it landed well inside the sideline, and he wins the point again. As I was saying, Pat's got to go with his plan B and go to the deuce court, and then that'll open up the backhand. You can see straight away John's moving over to this side. Even here he comes back to the middle, but he's not covering that deuce side. Pat hits another easy winner over there. Now once you've done that a few times, you're going to bring John back to the middle of the court, and then that'll open up this off forehand for you. First you have to show JP that you're going to do that. Here again, see him camp there. A bit of a miss hit, lands on the line, gets the point, but it was wide open. Now the way that Pat's hitting the ball now, he hits a hard ball. John really has to guess to be able to run the balls down. That's where you want John hitting balls from. Up high. I'll just go back a little bit, you can see that contact. Up high above his shoulder with his feet around the back fence. That's the one that he misses. If he can step into that, he's going to make that shot. Let's look at one more. Another good example of John leaving the deuce court wide open. And there he goes. Alright, now Pat's serving strategy in this match was not very good. Against John, you want to take him out of the court on the deuce court, like we've seen in the rallies. That opens up that backhand side. And on the ad court, you want to use a big kicker or a heavy slice out to the backhand. Try and get it up higher on that backhand, and then set up your forehand, which next time Pat plays him, he'll start by running him from there to the deuce court. In this match, when Pat got behind in games, love 15, he went for this bomb, this flat bomb down the tee here. Flat bomb out wide. There's nothing wrong with that serve. You've got to show the guy you can play that, but you've got to do that when you're in front of the game. 30 love. Again, that's love 30. Just misses it. Here it's love 40. It's not the time to be putting yourself under this sort of pressure. You know, I think it's a little bit of match practice in this match. When it was a little bit tight, Pat tried to end things very quickly, which fell into JP's hands. That's what he wants. You know, he's someone who is going to keep a lot of balls in and ask you the question of what you can come up with. So I saw a lot of this, especially early in the match. Now, what does he need to do? Now, this was the second point of the match. 15 love. He doesn't try to hit an ace here, Pat. He hits a great kick serve. Boom. JP's got no chance. You've got to do that over and over again. They're not going to be aces, but they're going to catch him. This was really working. Slider out wide. Caught him a lot. And again here. Get it up high on that backhand. Oh, sorry. This is the serve to use at like 15 love, 40 love. You know, you'll catch him, and it keeps him honest, and it'll set up the kicker for you later on. There's that wide serve. Doesn't even need to be that close to the line too often. There's the kicker. Stretches him, takes it out of his zone, and you get the mid-court ball. And you get control of that point. Again, not even a great serve, and John's really struggling moving to that side of his body. Another kick serve, take him out of the court, make him stretched. You get an error or a short ball from it. So, you know, these are the serves. First point of the game. 15 all, 30 all. 30 all, don't even hit it that close to the line. Now, when you get up in the game, well, then it's different. Then you show him you have the other one. I've got a lot of points with his out wide serve. Now, 30 love, you throw the bomb down the tee. That'll keep him honest for next time it's 30 all. Same over here. 40 love, 30 15. And let me go for a cheapie down the tee. Let me show John I've got that serve. Okay, that's great. Once again, he's hanging on the kicker, you catch him. Now, John's serving strategy is he wants a high percentage of first serves in. He's playing it the right way. He's doing a kick serve most of the time. Here you see him at 40 love, and you won't see this very often from John. 40 love, look, I can hit that one down the tee, and that's the right time for him to do it. And he will do it when he gets up in the game. Break points, this is pat down break point. Like I said, I mean, that's just the wrong serve on break point. He ends up with a second serve under pressure. He hasn't played many matches. Double fault. Okay. Now, one thing Johnny does on break points, he doesn't take risks. He keeps the ball through the middle of the court, tries to keep it relatively deep but away from the lines, and he waits to see what Pat's going to do. He says, you know, I'll just live up your errors. And there you go, he gets an error. Sometimes on break point you do have to ask the opponent the question. Once again, down break point, having to hit a second serve, not where you want to be. Cannot give JP 3 points. Now that was one he needed to roll to the juice side. So again, look where JP hits it. He's safe and through the middle. Gets the error. You cannot be missing wide from that far behind the baseline. That ball's just got to be looped up high, like you see the pro guys. Now when JP's down break point, he makes you win it. And sometimes Pat does win it. Here, well, here he misses that one wide. I think I missed one there. Now that's about as much risk as JP is going to take on these points. Well away from the sideline, and if you can come up with that, then you get the point. But the idea is to wait for the perfect time. He rolls it in. Expect him to roll it in. Look for a forehand, jump around. I'd love to see you get aced once or twice down the tee on a break point. And even though he went down the tee, but it was not going to be an ace. So don't fall into his trap of giving him the point on a break point. And he came up with a good shot there. But break points are on Pat's racket. So, in summary, serving strategy, 0 all, love all, 15 all, 30 all, juice on the, obviously on the juice side. Use the slider out wide. Don't hit it too close to the line. And especially at 30 all, you want to make that serve. You want to take him out of the court, open up the ad side. On the ad side, if you're behind in the game, love 15, 15-30, 30-40, ad out. Use the big kicker, or at least a heavy slice to the backhand. Jam him up a little bit. Get that out of his strike zone, and then you can run him to that juice court. You know he's going to leave it wide open. Now when you get up, 30 love, go for the tee. Hit the big one. 40 love, go for the tee. 30-15, if you're feeling good, go for that. But establish early on that your play is out wide to both sides when the game's tight. On returns, you've got to take advantage of his second serve. You've got to half the time be inside the paint hitting a forehand. Really put him under pressure. I want to see him throw some double faults. I want to see you standing way off in the doubles alley on the ad side sometimes. Dare him to go for the ace down the tee. And in the rallies, go with plan B. Establish that you can hit that forehand to the deuce court. Run him to the deuce court, make him cut back diagonally, so you get errors there or you get short balls. And finally, on break points, he's playing them very safe. He's waiting for your errors and you're giving him errors. Once you realise that, you can hit your ball away from the lines until you get the perfect shot and then put him under the pump. Sometimes say, hey JP, why don't you win this point this time? Don't always be the one forcing the issue. Alright, we look forward to the next match.